Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about the Symone and Melody Holt situation. I just want to give a little commentary here. Now, I think, could be wrong, right now both these women are going through a public breakup. Not with themselves that I know of, but they're going through a public breakup with relationships that they had invested in. And I guess right now it's like maybe there's some energy that ain't right, and that's why these two are bumping heads. But maybe there'll be an end of the rainbow with this. But this all started, as we said before in another video. Melanie just got. Yeah, I'm doing more research in this. Melanie, who's on, and let's go over who these people are. So Melanie is on network, Love and Huntsville. I'm sorry, Love and Marriage Huntsville, which I don't watch that much, but they're on their own network. I guess it's been on about 5 years now. So Melanie got she got a staff probably now, and in addition to that, she had or has some type of I'm gonna just say real estate investment company that they reached these all from her husband, whose name was Martell, and Melanie's gone back to her maiden name. And Melanie does have a degree, a bachelor's degree. She's been a school teacher prior to her and her husband starting their own business and having a family and things like that. And then Symone is on Ready to Love. Professionally, she's an attorney, and she also has a couple of, I guess, social media platforms, which with a decent following. But Melanie's following is probably much bigger than hers, to some degree. So if we focus back, both women, from my understanding, going through a breakup, and Symone did a live recently. She was at something Allen or something with another Ready to Love cast member, Stacy. So, and the reason Symone was there is because she, had already paid her money, and I guess she, said I might as well go spend the money, whatever was left. And in addition to that, the person who's supposed to have some add to the money, all he needed was $3,000, and he could have sold one of them watches, cars, worked for Uber, did something. He didn't do nothing. He just fell through. But maybe he didn't want it to fall through, And then to add fuel to the fire recently, and we're going to get to that. But which was funny to me is that I don't know if Symone has, I think it's a Maybach, unless you can get knockoff seat covers. But we know that Rashid is in the business of renting exotic cars. And looked like she was on the passenger side, so I don't know, what the deal is or whatever. But maybe she has a Maybach. Maybe Rashid had to give her the Maybach or something. I don't know, because he couldn't pay with the payment, so I don't know. But I didn't think she was making that much money, but maybe she is. In that aspect. Now, Melanie, on the other hand, she's driving a G-Wagon, so those are at least 200 grand new. I mean, it could be used. She could have a used G-Wagon. But her business, and then her being on the show, and then she also do these master classes, I can kind of see her having the G-Wagon. And then she's in the South, so homes are a little cheaper. But I can kind of see her having a G-Wagon. Okay? That's just my opinion. But back to the let's stay focused here. So as we know, Melanie got this honorary degree, which everyone gets an honorary degree if you do things in the community. You get an honorary degree, but the honorary degree was a doctorate. And for some reason, I guess it was posted on like a Ready to Love or maybe our own network type of thing. And for some reason, Symone gave comment to it. Symone gave comment to it and said, something about everybody doctor. And then I guess you know how the internet is. You know, they rub people the wrong way, and at that point, that's when I think Melody did her live and came back and this and that. But Symone, in my opinion, really didn't have no reason to even be upset, because people with money get these honorary doctorate degrees all the time. It's just an appreciation for their work, and they want to show that. The university or whatever wants to show that. So all these people got the honorary degrees. So not to take anything from Symone's law degree and what she had to do to obtain that law degree in that aspect. But then then the mud starts slinging. So what's going on now is, I think Melody has a production company, and or somebody got a production company. I just said that way. So somehow I think they approached Symone to be on the show, and she said no. And then Melody was saying that she doesn't do, or basically she was saying she doesn't do casting. She's who she is, and you won't be on the show. You whatever. But this is when it got fixed, because Symone was saying that Melody didn't even really go to her go-to person, and she doesn't have to, which is allegedly Carlos King, and she instead went to allegedly Bravo Andy. But I guess he ain't want it, so especially if he's under Carlos King, he ain't gonna take it. Just on general GP. But Symone pointed this out, which no one knew. People showing Melody showed the receipts for Rashid. He really didn't say too much of anything, and didn't really imply anything. But I guess he reached out, and like I said, we don't know when the reach out was. Like I said, previous post, we don't know when it was, or time, as far as the timeline in his relationship with Symone. And now, if it was after the breakup, he's well in his right, whatever. But it was before, like I said. We don't know the context, as far as, was he just trying to, she's a celebrity, she come to wherever, he can rent her the car or whatever, you know how it goes. It was just business. But it's getting interesting now. Hopefully it'll settle down. But in my opinion, they probably just need somebody to come into their life and distract them, because they're too focused on each other over nothing. So what do you think? Do you think it's just like some petty banter, or is serious? Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and Cash App. And this is Bug News. Thank you very much.